Don't start working for Uber and Bolt until you've watched this video. Seriously? I'll tell you about the mistakes that almost all beginners make. And yes, I've gone through them myself. By the way, if you're just starting out in this field, subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and check out our social media. There, I share quick tips, tricks, and real life work situations without any fluff or showing off. Only the stuff that actually works. Now, let's get down to business. I've walked this path myself. I was a driver, then I became a fleet partner owner. And if someone had told me back then what I'm going to tell you now, I would have saved myself a lot of nerves, money, and time. Mistake number one about the sticker and choosing a car. The first stupid thing I did was choosing a car with the wrong stickers. Yes, yes, just stickers. When I was just starting out, my partner only had cars for Uber Lyft. I thought then, good lord, what's the difference? As long as it runs. But then it turned out that 90% of my trips were from Bolt. And here's the catch: Uber pays the partner a bonus for active drivers. The partner gets their bonus and gives you a discount on the rent. But if you're mostly driving for Bolt, but your car has Uber stickers, then that's it, no bonuses. So if you're just starting, ask the partner what cars they have and pick one for the platform you actually plan to work on. It seems like a small thing, but in the end, it makes a huge difference. Mistake number two, about choosing the car itself. The second mistake is skimping on the car. Back then, I had a choice between a Skoda Fabia or a Toyota Corolla, and like a smart economist, I chose the Fabia. And naturally, I got burned right away. Higher fuel consumption, less comfort, fewer tips, and so on. While the guy who took the Corolla spends less on fuel, has a smoother ride, and gets comfort class orders. An automatic is a total lifesaver, especially if you're driving 40 to 60 hours a week. After a manual, your brain just stops working, so get the best car. Even if it's a couple hundred more a week, it'll pay off in both money and nerves. Mistake number three, what to do when a client vomits. There are passengers who are, let's call it, overexcited by life. Well, you know what I mean. Beginners usually panic, but in reality, it's simple. Take 5 or 6 photos, send them to Uber and Bolt support, and you'll get compensation of about 100 to 150 zlotys. And if you've got the guts, you can politely tell the passenger, look, the cleaning fee is 500 zlotys. We can settle for 300 now without calling the police, or we can call them. And surprisingly, it works almost every time. Mistake number four, the fleet partner. Beginners often think a partner is just temporary. I need to leave them as soon as possible. In reality, a good fleet partner is your foundation. You get a car, insurance, support, and guarantees that you just won't have if you go and do everything on your own. Yes, renting from a partner costs 600 to 900 zlotys a week, but in return, you have fewer headaches. You don't have to look for anyone, you don't have to handle paperwork, you don't have to worry about car maintenance, and so on. So while you're gaining experience and income, it's actually profitable and safe. Just choose a reliable partner, and you'll see in the first months, it's the best way to really earn a steady income. Mistake number five, missed bonuses. When I was starting out, Uber offered a 4,000 zloty sign up bonus if you did enough trips in your first month. I almost ignored it. I thought, whatever, I'm driving for Bolt. I'm glad I did it after all. That bonus really saved my first month, so never ignore those sign up bonuses. It's not just marketing, it's a real benefit. Mistake number six, two platforms at once. For a long time, I was afraid to use two apps at once, Uber and Bolt. I thought it'd be chaos, notifications, confusion, and then I realized it's the best way to boost your income. I kept Bolt on all the time and used Uber only for comfort orders. Yeah, if Bolt offered a cheap ride while Uber had something lucrative, I'd just switch. Don't be afraid to cancel trips if it's better for you. Keep your rating between 90 and 100%. Lower is bad, but a perfect 100% won't get you anything. Mistake number seven, photos when picking up the car. Always take photos of the car when you get it from a partner or anyone else. Every angle, every single scratch. Otherwise, they'll tell you later that you scratched it or damaged it, but you'll have proof. Mistake number eight, the first days and awkwardness. My first day was a total circus. I drove in total silence with no music. The passenger is silent, I'm silent, maximum awkwardness. So, my advice is put on some background music and do a test run with a friend on Uber or Bolt. See what to press and where, how to accept an order, and how to end a trip. Then your first orders will go much smoother and without the stress. Ninth mistake, cash. I used to avoid cash orders. I thought, what if they don't pay or something else happens? Then I realized that cash customers actually give the most tips. So take some change, 50 zlotys in small coins and 50 in 10s and 20s, and drive easy. Mistake number 10, tracking your tips. Another thing, keep track of your tips. Seriously, you wouldn't believe how many drivers lose 2 or 300 zlotys just by not keeping track. And that's, well, it's your hard earned money. 11th mistake, watch out for scams. A customer writes, buy me a Steam card, I'll pay extra. No, don't do it, it's a scam. Scammers use VPNs to book rides and trick drivers. You buy it, send a photo of the receipt, they activate the card and vanish. So never buy anything at a passenger's request. Mistake number 12, algorithms and red zones. If you see a red zone and think, wow, it's busy there, that's where the money is. No way, don't rush in. If a zone is red, it means there's already a crowd of drivers and you'll just be waiting in line. Sometimes it's better to be on the outskirts of those zones. If an order comes in there and no one's around, it's yours, and usually it pays more than usual. Mistake number 13, little things that bring in money. Want to get more tips? Keep a few candies in the car. Yeah, just regular hard candies or mints or whatever. Small things that lift the mood, or post a funny story about yourself in the back. People read it, smile, and leave a tip. 2 zlotys from every single trip, and that's an extra 200 zlotys a week. Mistake number 14. Keep an eye on city events. Watch for the action, concerts, matches, festivals. That's where the clients are. If you arrive a bit earlier than the others, you'll always catch the best orders. Mistake number 15. Don't be confrontational. Never get into any conflicts. There are drivers who jump out right away and start trying to prove they're right. You don't need to do that. Always stay calm, smile, and don't argue even if the person is unpleasant. Just don't add fuel to the fire. They're not your enemy. It's just that kind of order. It's part of the job. 16th mistake. Always write to support. Absolutely every time. This is the final mistake. Always write to support and don't be shy. If a bonus wasn't credited or a dispute arose, just explain it. The people working there are just like us. I've had 100 or 120 zlotys returned many times just by explaining the problem clearly. Well, that's all. These are the mistakes that I used to make myself. Now I see beginners repeating them, and I just want to warn you. If you want to earn money, not just drive around, start with the right decisions. And remember, a smart driver isn't one who works 60 hours, but one who knows when and where to work. By the way, if you're planning to start with Uber or Bolt and need a reliable partner, come to us. We'll help you get everything set up without any stress. We'll explain how to actually turn a profit within the first 2 weeks and tell you where to catch orders versus where you're just wasting gas. Thanks for watching until the end. Subscribe to the channel and check out our social media. I share quick tips there, not just about work, but about life behind the wheel too. Take care of yourself and see you on the road. Bye.